Jings, I am burning my manpower in Tyrol. A very bad move to do. I should have these guys kicked out and sent to Austria instead. But now I bet I take it and then I wish they were freely available. No, I don't. Okay, that's fine then. Sending way too many people onto a siege is it's a rookie mistake, but sometimes you don't know where all your enemies are. For all I know, there are loads of Danes right here. It's a shame I can't invite my good friend, the Bohemians, into this. But we got a long way to go with building up favours. Let's see how long DDR blind is here. Are you talking about these Castilians? Because you're probably talking about those Castilians. I don't know what else you could mean, though. Alright, these guys aren't making their move. I'll take them down. I don't like their existence. Tyrol is down. Excellent. I'm not sure that's enough to get him out alone. However, working on his capital whilst sieging up the rest of his stuff should do me away with Salzburg. That mountainous fort should pay pretty big dividends these days. New World Diamonds, they've just crashed the diamond market. Thankfully I don't have a lot of those myself. Also, leave it to this song to just blast through as loud as can be. Okay Tyrol, let's be honest, you don't want to be at war with me. I kinda like being at war with you though, not gonna lie. That big coalition though, it's going to free itself up in 1605 and there's no way I'm going to get rid of the aggressive expansion in time unless I aggressively de-expand. It should be fine if I bring you guys together and march in. Unled Castilian troops. PRoman culture is something of an oxymoron, don't you think? How dare you, Ravensburg? I don't know where you got this idea that you could smack talk Prom. But you will not be spared. They'll be temporarily spared, unfortunately, but... Isn't that Salzburg and not Tyrol? Oh, you're right, this is Salzburg. I was just reading Tyrol here. Too busy thinking about all the money I want out of them. Castilians don't even notice as I tread them underfoot. Ooh, that's what I was kind of worried about, marching into the unknown here. Not specifically Hainaut, but in this case it was Hainaut. Salzburg is down, I should just take their money, and I should take as much as I can to get a big truce with them. I don't like you being friendly with Castile, that much is for sure. And I could end something. Oh, your alliance with Bohemia. No, if you're broken up with Castile, I don't think we'll fight again. Can I strengthen any of my friends? I could give Tyrol to Australia. To Austria, rather. Jinx, what am I saying? Costs me a bit, but it gives me a juicy target off of the rather decrepit Austrians who do not have scary allies. Not that Tyrol do, but when my truce with Austria runs out, I could always come and take this, and I do want that mountainous defense. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. Probably a clever thing to do, so let's get a spy network going on Austria and return that to Austria. It's seldom worth the dip, and in this point it's probably still not, but we'll do it anyway. I'll actually pull a couple of ducats here because it's more important to get a long truce time with Tyrol here. When you eventually destroy the Venetians, will you take a Hungarian province to release it as a vassal? Given that Hungary still exists, they'd probably have a thing or two to say about that. And they are guaranteed by Venice. Otherwise, my route to them is through Baden. Anyway, probably not. I have minus 40% core creation costs, so I'll probably be aggressive with just taking land for myself. Alright, Austria, I know you'll just join the coalition against me anyway, so I should give you Tyrol and then take Südtirol, Tyrol and Lienz, basically this whole area away from you. Otherwise, Tyrol, thanks for playing, but you're out. Oh no. Oh no. It's just like I thought would happen. Alright, let's just retreat up here and hope that he doesn't catch me. Now, we have a bit of a problem. Almost all of my war score, in fact all of my war score comes from that province that is just about to be taken back. So we need to think about how to deal with this. England can't be very happy with being occupied like this, and he's honestly not helping out a lot. Is he doing anything? Yeah, he's wandering around in South America. What a champion of the cause. Okay, I think I need to take the fight to Castile's heartland. It's the only way. All of you get together in... I don't know. Does it really matter? Montpellier. That includes you. Oh, hello! Oh dearie me. Okay, it's finally up between me and Britain. The coalition has declared, which means I don't have a Britain that I can just sell out on this one. And I feel like fighting and killing these guys proper. Let's keep going. This has me a bit in the back foot though, not in a good way. Not at all in a good way. And my Brescian fort is still not complete. Going on the offensive against Castile is going to prove difficult in all of this, but there's no way I could get peace with them anytime soon, and I think that declaration's made it a lot harder to... not a lot harder to get the Danes out, but it's not like they want anything off of myself, or can get anything off of Britain right now, and no way is anybody getting Catalonia. Buy tributaries. Nonsense, I can fight and defeat this coalition, despite my non-existent manpower right now. I just gotta pull myself back and focus. And then we have the people like Brandenburg who've decided to leave the coalition. Not to mention, I have Poland and Bohemia who will either fight and die for me, or... Well, hopefully they win the battles rather than lose them. If they lose the battles, that's awesomely bad news for me. Well, there's a good start. Look at that, that's 3 war score right there. And we don't need a whole lot to make this a riveting success. So who's in the coalition? That's a good question. Who do we have? Saxe-Lauenburg, Aachen, Baden, Bavaria, Bremen, Brunswick, Cleves, Dithmarschen, East Frisia, Frankfurt, Granada, Granaden al-Jarida, Holstein, Congo, Litauen, Livonian Order, Lüneburg, Mainz, Morocco, Nassau, Nuremberg, Ravensburg, Riga, Swaziland, Palatinate, Trier, Ulm, Utrecht, Württemberg, and Wurzburg. Ha! Sunday lunch is what this is. Still though, I should get my army collected together. You've got double their cannons, they stand no chance. Yeah, we also have Tech 16. I'm not convinced all my enemies have Tech 16. Discovered spying on Castile. Yeah, sorry Britain, I kind of dragged you through the mud there, but I've made new, better friends. Poland, Bohemia, hell, Portugal are still going to help me out, maybe. They can take care of Granada, I'm sure. And at least be sieged up by Morocco, or be land that I could feed back to Morocco when all's said and done. Okay, so enough joking around. We're in a pretty dire situation, so what we're going to do is organize our units in such a way that I can fight back as effectively as possible. To do anything meaningful, I need to assess what the combat width is. The combat width is 30. That means I want to have an attack stack that has a 30 combat width front line. So if there are 4 of you, then I need 26 infantry. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. There we go. 16 cannons, I'd honestly like more, but if I added much more, they'd suffer a lot of attrition just walking around. led by Laser Kiwi. They don't have the best fire, but they got good shock, and that shock damage received is a big bonus. And that means these folk are largely here to reinforce. All sounds good so far. My manpower is not at all good. I will certainly want more of it. And since I do intend on actually fighting and winning, let's slacken a bit to get some of them and fight smart. My allies over here are probably fighting as smart as they can, but there are a lot of them, sire. So I strongly suspect in the grand scheme of things, Poland and Bohemia are going to cost me war score rather than anything. I could sell them out, but I kind of want to win. Merc up, Jake? No, I'd rather not merc up. There is always the option to sell out Bohemia and Poland. In fact, it's the clever thing to do, because my real focus should be on crushing Castile and forwarding these goals. But it's not like I'm popular around here. You can invest. No, we don't need to invest. Not for now, at least. Looks like they'd rather focus on my allies than me. That's fine. That gives Brescia time to actually be completed. Don't really want that fort in Milano. It's also good to take note of who the war leader is here. Saxe-Lauenburg. Unfortunately, you can't just pop the coalition main party and then that's your lot. But it could help if I crush him. What I should be doing is crushing armies, but I'd rather they slithered into me piecemeal and I'll just chop them up. Poor Britain. They're not going to do too hot in this Castilian war, I feel and fear. The financial situation is fine, so let's convert Manly Mantua. The morale idea, or morale aspect of faith would be a useful one, but let's not. Oh yeah, Poland and Bohemia are already burning. They're not losing me overall on the war score yet, but I'm quite certain that they will. Occupations aren't worth jack in a coalition war, though. There's just so many forts to occupy. It's better just to take the battles that you can win, get your war score that way, and keep on going. I'm not in quite as good a situation for this as I was in Granada. In Granada, I had one line, and I just had to stand behind it and watch. In this, it might look like I have one line, but it's a bit lumpy, it's a bit bumpy, and I'm at the same time trying to take on Castile here. Trying to expand here, not contract. Or even worse, stagnate. Alright, now they're really starting to cost me war score from battles. Starting to think the best thing to do would be just to sell out Bohemia. It's not the most exciting thing to do, though. But if I get the war over and done with, then that works out pretty well for me. This is disgusting to do. But it's hard to deny the effectiveness of having my my allies burn for me here. It takes some money as well, but nah. Did the Brescia fort finish? If so, then Milan is still needed. It is finished, and there's Milan. I will attack Milan as soon as that truce is up. He has no friends as well. That would actually end the coalition quite nicely. I'm surprised that nobody wants land off of Poland, though. Castile's now the one-eating coalition. I just need to keep an eye on the war enthusiasm of my allies, though. Don't pretend to be disgusted from selling out your allies. I am disgusted. I'd rather win the war. But maybe this is a sign that I need to forgo the idea of allies and instead... oh, nice. Spices are up. And instead just embrace the going it alone. Because that's the thing about allies, it's too easy to sell them out. It'd be negative to give that up. But I could give that up to Brandenburg, and Brandenburg haven't been nasty to me. How dare people attack me for attacking them? Losing also gives you juicy revanchism. This is true and good as well. They probably want a bit of dosh for their time as well, but I'm not willing to give up 500 ducats. I am, however, happy to see my lands be converted. There we go. Saxe-Lauenburg does not want anything. That's fine, that's my allies giving it up for me. It was very nice of them to fight on my behalf. Just in time for Verona to revolt. They're also disgusted by that peace deal. I am fairly disgusted by that. That was not what PRoman is about. But I do want to crush Castile, and my desire to crush them, well, it's overflowing here. Let's get our claim on Südtirol, and that should allow me to crush Austria soon. And if I can get a fort on, you know, I might fortify the whole lot of it. Have GB taken Toledo yet? Well, that was pretty impressive of them. It'd be nice if they transferred that over to me. They did. Sweet. Well then, as was planned, let's stop detaching everything from our army. Let's go over to Spain. GB are actually turning it around. Jake, do you get revanchism in peace deal where your allies suffer? I'm fairly revanchized here. And I mean, that shows how I do really care for them. To some capacity, at least. Aragon may hate me. They hate me too much to give me access into Castile, sadly. Very sadly. Alright, onwards into Castile proper. I don't really care much about their holdings up here. Soiree. No, I'm not taking that kind of weak, pathetic air. Improve relations guy, as if. Well, you gotta start somewhere. I'll also level you up. I should level you up as well. I'm so desperate for admin, but you're really old. And I'm very ageist. Manly Manchurians still wish to rise up. And oh, I forgot Hainaut is part of all this. But with that new fort that I just built, he's going to need to bring a bit more than 10k to bring it down. So I should just get rid of Milano. Brescia's the new hotness. Can I get little Karoo back again, please? Yeah, I can. Let's get that war goal back on our side. I'm gonna have you well led, Guy Lemo. That's your new job down there. Oh, I took a disease outbreak with my entire stack there. That's a pain. Remember when disease outbreak was added, I was just disgusted. Jake, do you have some mill access to cancel? It's hurting your we're just hurting in general. What do we have? 6 out of 5. I don't want to cancel any of my alliances right now. They're quite good. Otherwise, no, there's no access to simply get rid of. Great Karoo is back, and it's ours. That 5-shot general would probably kill us, but we're fine as we are. Institution spread will be useful when it's institution time. Eventually. Okay, so they did arrive with more. We have Danes and we have Hainautians. What do they even call themselves? Wallonians, I'll go with. Poland wants to be in my good books. Now we have a strong enough relationship as it is. I've really taken Bohemia down a notch there. And I'm still hated in all of Europe, but that's fine. I can stay in Brandenburg's relatively good books. Same with Pomerania. And wow, the Danes got slaughtered by the British. I thought I would just be able to piece them out purely because of them getting rebelled, but now I know I can take a whole lot more. You are not allowed to be allied with Castile anymore, and maybe I should be nice and give something back to GB. But GB is no longer my friend, so I guess not. It's a shame not to do more, so let's get rid of your dangerous alliance with Riga. Alright, there we go. That's the Danes out of the picture. Oh my, Castile does not like the way this war is going. Why not? Military strength is way down. Force them to cough up Norway. Nah, you're okay. Recruit some mercs in South Africa. No, we're doing just fine here. We got the war goal and that's all that matters. I gotta remember that that's what the war is for. So I could get all this for 8, but this isn't what I'm looking for. It's almost a shame not to take Great Crew. I get a merchant out of it by having the most power there. Come to think what happened to all of my merchants. I used to have a lot more going on here. I should probably recall that merchant now, and when they're back, send them over to Venice, because I would make good money in Venice if I actually traded there. Man, I'm just drowning in... Oh wow, God, it sucks to be Castile here. I could probably detach 6,000 cannons and just pop that siege right there, whilst the rest of us head back, and I think just by being here I'm going to threaten them into not taking Brescia, but just in case we'll be ready for them, and let's keep the sieges going. Because yeah, Castile decided that looking after their homeland is not something they want to do in this war. You lost GB that land, I'm not surprised they don't like you anymore. Yeah, but they're sticking in this war. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I promised them land, so they're going to be very unhappy when I don't give them land, but I'm not going to give them land. I am going to take southern Iberia for myself. Southern Iberia. And then that will unlock the ability to invade the Ottomans. There's a couple of parts missing off of Aragon, maybe. Well, I'm ready to take Aragon as soon as the truce is up. The alliance with Portugal's not really a concern. I'm sure I can drag Portugal into some other war, or otherwise dissuade them. I have 5 years to figure out how to do that. Are you diverting trade from your subjects? No, I'm kind of comfortable them having the money. It's not like I'm hurting for Dosh myself. So that's okay. I'm coming for you, Hanot. I remember the pain that you lay upon me. And I'm happy to return the favor here. Oh, Hanot knows when to get out of there. Castile does not. Laser Kiwi's coming for you. Oh, that's a bit brutal, isn't it? It's only hills, it's not mountains, but those are some Spaniards that we won't have to worry about. Excellent. Do I head back here? Should probably take good care of it. Truth, okay, I got excited there. I thought it was Aragon. Good thought though would be to improve relations with my subject. My subjects. I have more than one of them. Do I care about anything or anybody else? Not spy network on Austria, that's for sure. And let's pull back one of you who are improving relations. Start with you. There we go. Jake, lazy missionary, also true. Let's get Milano done. Probably has fairly high autonomy. Yeah, surprisingly high actually, but it's also got a lot of development. James, what a bad day to be Castile. They even got the Burgundian inheritance. But that's their mainland dealt with. No, they still have an army. Let's keep it together. No need to be complacent here. Where do I go, north or south? I think GB's got the north, but maybe I should take care of Hanot. Just get them out of our face. That army of his is pathetic. Just take the land that we can here. Castile never managed to wipe out Granada. They are a failure. Okay, I'll give you that. Oh no, New Granada now has Caen again. That's okay. I have the Karoo. And as long as I have that, war score is on my side. Also, I haven't considered the estates in quite some time. Surely they could support me in these dire times. I'll do what I can to get all the influence with them, but then I need your powers. And I'd quite like your money while we're at it. Clergy as well. I can't demand stuff from them for about 5 years, but we will. And yes, I plan on taking this land directly, since I have amazing core cost reduction. Well, I'll take some of it directly. I don't know, it's probably a good idea to offload some of it to my subject, because I won't be eating them anytime soon. I'll probably take this stuff and then give this to them. I don't know. I want La Mancha for myself, because it's got that gold. Otherwise... yeah, I could give these to them, and I'll take this for myself. It's good to grab a whole area for myself there, and by taking La Mancha, when I eventually come back for the rest of this, I've already got this cored up. Although it's a shame not to take his forts, it just makes him a pain to fight later on. Oh, Portugal's going to be very unhappy at me doing this. Oh dear lord. Yeah, keeping Portugal on my side is going to go far away, and there's not enough I can do to undo that. Oh well, Portugal sides with Aragon, nothing new. We take them both down. I should probably occupy the lands I'm actually planning on taking here, though. Ah, right. Didn't notice you there, Castile. I was too busy crushing all of my foes, as I do all day, every day. Hanot almost went out of this war, since I just steamrolled into their capital. And you know what? I'm a generous god. They can leave the war once I take their capital. Global trade, it's a thing now. Hopefully we find it. I mean, we're Italian, we have loads of centres of trade. You'd figure that would be easy enough for us to get. High development as well. And the speed at which it spreads has increased thanks to our age bonus. We need to kick Granada out of Iberia as well before we unlock the Ottomans. Like I said, I'm not being so anal about it. Yes, Granada need to go, but they're also part of the Ottoman sphere. So when I attack the Ottomans, I'll probably just scoop up Malaga and Gibraltar as an afterthought. It hurts. It really does hurt every time you have to take Granada out. It hurts most because you know that you don't have to. But they will live on. No matter what happens, they will hold Arguin, and I will make sure that they always hold Arguin. I shouldn't have made that promise. It's going to come back and bite me. The eruption of somewhere. Grain and wine are down for a couple of years. A lot, actually. I think I speak for another Scot when I say I hate Iceland. Does GB want Hanot land to punish them for declaring the previous coalition war? I would really like to punish Hanot by removing them from existence, and I could well give them to GB. But GB don't want it, sadly. That's a shame. I'd like to just give it to them. Alright, it would not be very hard to get the peace I want out of you. The existence of your colonial nations always flubs things up a bit more than I'd like it to. Tlaxcala. You're a junior partner in all this. Arawak, they're the guys that are allied. But they don't want peace just yet. Where even is Arawak? Here we go. Oh my, GB's taking care of that. Thank you. Not just GB, but Newfoundland. Hopefully they do that so I don't have to. And otherwise, this failure, absolute failure of an Iberian is being taken out to pasture. Let's not get too complacent. He still has an army, and there they are. Huh, well, Hanot, you didn't last long. Can I force this on to Great Britain? Yeah, they don't want it. Oh well, I will take your money. I will force my religion upon you. Taking reparations. You'll give up... Wait, you have claims? Yeah, you would have claims on Castile. But I'll make you get rid of your alliance with Castile. Do I care about anything else you have? Not really. There we go. Hopefully, robbed of alliances, you'll be robbed of life as well. Lost war score for that, but it was only 2, so kind of worth it.